Hello?
Daddy!
Who's this?
Dad?
Are you flunking everything?
Dad! I'm just calling to say hi.
Hey, Denise!
You know, the tangle that women seem to find themselves in when getting involved with a man or relationship, or in this case, a one-night stand.
It's very scary.
So I'm gonna go in there as somebody who's different from my natural tendencies.
Denise Huxtable is not pregnant. Lisa Bonet is pregnant, not Denise.
I am pregnant. Touchdown.
Do you see all your friends from the Cosby Show still?
I haven't really seen anyone in a long time.
I don't know if Bill said it, but someone close to him said it. Lisa, don't get married. Don't have a baby.
Jasmine and Kadim's characters were coupled up. So were Cree and Daryl's characters. Yeah. But in real life, things were a little different.
Oh?
Cree and Kadim, you two were a real life item back then.
Have you ever wondered about what happens on stage when the cameras aren't rolling? Well, you're not alone. So we decided to snoop around a bit, and we found out some groundbreaking secrets that would leave the biggest fans and addicts of A Different World reeling in shock. And believe me, when I say you ain't seen or heard anything yet, I'm talking of scandalous relationships, and don't even get me started on controversies that shattered some careers. But first off, why don't we address the elephant in the room? The very same scandal that didn't just rock A Different World, but took Hollywood by a storm. The Lisa Bonet and Bill Cosby feud.
Yeah, you guys, I'm married. You happy for me?
Back in the late 80s, Lisa Bonet was the hottest thing in Hollywood, playing Denise Huxtable on The Cosby Show.
Dad, it's okay to be weird here, but you're going outside the house now.
And then A Different World.
Why not quit school? Now's a great time.
I think I will.
Wait.
She was this cool, free-spirited girl who everyone loved. But all that glitz didn't stick around for long. The drama between Bonet and Bill Cosby, who was not only in the show but also the creator, became a big Hollywood gossip story.
It's very scary.
In 1987, A Different World hit the screens. It featured a talented all-black cast, showcasing the lives of both men and women at the made-up Hillman College.
And my boyfriend, Dorian.
Something funny?
Oh, just the way she said my boyfriend in that Richie Cunningham sweater you sporting.
Which was actually a historically black university. This show did something incredible. It skyrocketed the enrollment at historically black colleges by 3 times. As the second season rolled in, it was clear the show wasn't just about making black college life look good.
The name is Johnson. And your name?
Freddie Brooks.
That's my dad's name.
Well, I think we're all safe.
It was also about showing real-life experiences of people of color, breaking free from just providing laughs in just 30 minutes.
I have died and gone to heaven. I'm going to church this Sunday to say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Viewers who looked like the actors were really craving stories that looked like theirs.
Kind of awareness.
Don't know where this, don't know where this, and definitely don't know where this.
Jasmine Guy shared her feelings when reminiscing about the tough task of bringing important and relevant stories to life.
Why do I put up with you?
Because you love me?
She said it was always a battle with them. Jasmine's role was a game changer, challenging stereotypes big time.
In A Different World that everybody in New York had already been in for. And I went in for Jaleesa the first time and came back with this character. I remember thinking, I don't know what that means, but obviously what I've been doing isn't getting me the part. So I'm gonna go in there as somebody who's different from my natural tendencies.
Nowadays, people are saying Hollywood is off track, often making black people look badly. Jasmine's character, Whitley, broke the mold by being unique and real.
Watch it with the spoon, girl.
When I smell a diamond, I go for blood.
Yet Jasmine mentioned she didn't like the way Whitley talked.
And I never got to do that, of course, on A Different World, but Showtime was just like, go for it.
Doctor, how do you propose I go to dinner with Dwayne without ripping him from limb to limb?
She told People magazine, I would never talk the way Whitley talks. She even joked, I don't know why she hasn't gotten a few slaps herself. Believe it or not, if I knew someone like Whitley, we wouldn't hang out at the movies.
Well, really, it wasn't easy. No, do I wake up and talk like this all day? No, I don't. I have to think about it. Not my natural state.
A source explained why Whitley's manner of speaking wasn't to her liking. Jasmine opened up about the struggles she had as biracial, how it hurt her when she was a kid, and even influenced her while filming School Days. She mentioned, that role truly speaks to who I am.
Filming the movie was as exciting and fun as it looks because it was a lot of our first movie. That character is closer to my real personality. A lot of times I didn't really feel like I was acting, and I was comfortable.
She recalled getting into fights with other kids in school because they thought she was seen as nicer because of her light skin and long hair. They thought I always tried to sound better, but that wasn't my goal, Jasmine said. Even though Cosby was the genius behind A Different World, his reputation took a huge hit decades later when dozens of women came forward accusing him of sexual misconduct.
The fall from grace of a living American legend 50 years in the making. Bill Cosby's alleged questionable behavior had gone largely unnoticed for decades. But why does it seem to have hit center stage only now? This round started off, believe it or not, as a joke. Back on October 16th, comedian Hannibal Buress says something that goes viral.
I can talk down to you because I had a successful sitcom. Yeah, it was living, Bill Cosby, so...
Then, less than a month later, Cosby's Twitter page asked fans to meme Cosby. The results are overwhelmingly negative and quickly taken down. That begins a flood of allegations from women who say they were sexually assaulted by Cosby. Many claim they were drugged. The first to come forward publicly, Barbara Bowman.
I never saw any drugs, but I would wake up completely confused, half-dressed, and knowing that my body had been touched without my permission.
Also speaking out, Joan Tarshis.
We went up to his bungalow afterwards. He made me a drink, and very shortly after that, I passed out.
The whole entertainment world was shocked. How could America's favorite TV dad be living such a double life? For fans of A Different World, this news added a dark twist to the legacy of a show that was supposed to be uplifting and inspiring. Cosby's fall from grace left a lot of people wondering if his bad behavior affected the sets he ran with a lot of control. Was his fight with Lisa Bonet just the beginning? Did others worry about his power? Bonet didn't say much. But in a few interviews, she hinted that she was right about Cosby. Lisa Bonet went on to have a great career after embarking on other filming projects.
Maybe you'd be more comfortable using someone else.
Other than Brill?
Other than me.
Although her decision to leave the set of A Different World was received with mixed reviews, I'm just so glad that things eventually worked out for her. But can you believe the fact that she was also married to Jason Momoa at a particular point in time? Sadly, they divorced in 2022. But then again, not all good things were built to weather the test of time. It seemed like the off-screen drama only started off from there. Bonet started getting a lot of hate. Cosby was one of those who didn't really like Bonet's way of living. Her choice to pose nude for Rolling Stone and star in an R-rated movie like Angel Heart
I met all Mama's friends. I never met anyone called Favorite.
made him hate her even more. Many thought Cosby pushed the show's creators to get rid of Bonet after just one season, making her disappear from Hillman College. Was this really the reason? Or was it Bonet's marriage to rock star Lenny Kravitz that made things worse?
She secreted to me that she was actually pregnant. She had married Lenny Kravitz. And, I guess Bill had his feelings about that because he was possessive in a way. I mean, they were his on-camera wife and children, but they still were his. I mean, the way he was with Felicia, too. I mean, that's a whole nother story.
People wondered if Cosby thought Bonet's new life as a young wife and soon-to-be mom didn't fit the wholesome image he wanted the show to have.
Definitely, I knew it was going to conflict with what people are used to seeing me as, which is, a wholesome 17-year-old Huxtable.
I don't know if Bill said it, but someone close to him said it. Lisa, don't get married. Don't have a baby.
Everyone was stunned when Denise suddenly disappeared from the next few episodes of the show. We just didn't see that coming. But then again, it's often unheard of for one of the key cast members to leave the show during filming. Here's where it gets even crazier. It turns out that Lisa Bonet wasn't the only one getting caught up in more dramas than an extra on Soul Train. The other actors were also dealing with a lot of controversies, both on set and off the set.
I didn't like the way they were treating Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
You disrespect her in front of the audience, in front of me. You disrespecting me too.
You'll be stunned to hear that most of the feuds among the cast members and the producers had a lot to do with the script and the film progression. Y'all remember Jasmine Guy, right?
Calm down, I'm here. Where's everybody going?
You're going windsurfing, baby.
The very same lady who played the role of the neighborhood snob, Whitley Gilbert.
Hi. I am good in these crisis situations.
You go, girl. Oh,
Well, rumors circulated for many years after filming ended about how Guy wasn't liking the script's progression and how her character wasn't receiving more screen time.
Tell us about the olden days when y'all were newlyweds like me and my Dwayne.
But that's not all. She also felt like her character was being put in the same box as the stereotypical rich black women from the South when she could be something more. You know? A likable real-life character with her own flaws and perfections. And let's not forget Kadeem Hardison.
Baby, please! Please!
I do.
Known as Dwayne Wayne, the laid-back, lovable nerd with the glasses that always flipped up.
Do I, Dwayne? Hey, man.
Hardison's real life was anything but nerdy. There were rumors about his romantic life with co-star Cree Summer, who played Freddie Brooks.
My first kiss. I mean, here at Hillman.
Cree and I, from the time we met when she first got cast, we became best friends. We shared a love of comic books and motorcycles. On our free time, me and Cree would be on our bikes, going to comic stores, running around LA, just being geeks. And then one night we went out to a play or something like that, and then we started kissing, and next thing you know, she was telling me she was in love with me, and I panicked because I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming. Like, I knew I loved her, but I didn't see it getting heavy.
Fans thought their off-screen relationship might have affected their on-screen chemistry. Was it just a fling or something more? The producers, though, didn't seem to care and kept pushing the storyline that eventually made Dwayne and Whitley one of TV's most famous couples.
Oh, I forgot. I have groceries in the car.
Let your big, strong husband go get that for you, baby.
Mandinga!
But not everyone was getting the spotlight. Some of the actors felt left out and undervalued. Take Daryl M. Bell, who played Ron Johnson.
Man, I'm too tired to move. I was too tired to say it.
While his character had potential, Bell's role on the show seemed to get smaller each season. Some believed this was because of the intense focus on the Dwayne-Whitley romance, which left little room for other characters to shine.
Good man.
I'm a damn good man.
Speaking of another incredible cast member of a different world, Jasmine Guy had a solid career in TV, appearing in shows like The Vampire Diaries.
You have quite an opinion for someone who doesn't know me.
You got some nerve knocking on a Bennett witch's door and asking her for anything.
And Grey's Anatomy.
I just had a little trouble putting on my shoes.
But she's been open about the tough time finding roles after a different world.
I'm Henrietta. What's your name?
Dwayne Wayne.
Guy's career didn't really take off like it did when she was on the show. Kadeem Hardison kept acting in TV and movies.
Oh, that's pretty solid, sir. I wish my dad had stayed in shape like that. He's in the hospital. He had a heart attack. I'm sorry.
But none as famous as his role as Dwayne Wayne. In a surprising move, Hardison switched to directing and voice acting, using his skills behind the scenes.
6 months house arrest.
What?
At my house.
Oh, okay.
Cree Summer, the funny and lovable Freddie Brooks,
Call your parents and tell them you want to come home.
I can't do that. I did that last week.
moved into a successful voice acting career.
No, sir. They told me I can stay here till they get home.
You've probably heard her in shows like Rugrats, Codename, Kids Next Door,
Hey, we don't need the runt anymore. Let's take them out.
and more. Daryl M. Bell dealt with some personal tragedies. He was in a long-term relationship with actress Tempest Bledsoe. The Cosby Show for years.
In addition to using your bathroom, I should be able to come in here and watch TV whenever I want.
You finished?
Yeah.
But his acting career didn't get as big as some of his co-stars.
Revisions will be done in 2 hours. Then just get him to sign. Remember, without his signature, he can walk at any minute, and we can't have that risk.
Another iconic character from the show is none other than Sinbad.
Try to get here about 3 times a week. Well, I've never seen you in here before. Well, like I said, I tried.
Who played the role of Coach Walter Oakes. His knack for cooking up puns and rib-cracking lines are just out of this world.
He spoils her right.
Dressing up bears sounds a little freaky to me.
Sadly, he developed a stroke in 2022 and had to be placed under a medically induced coma while receiving treatment. The good thing is, the storm is over now, as the talented actor and comedian recently made his first public appearance during recovery.
Thank you to everybody who's been praying for me and saying good things and supporting me during this time in my life. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
And that's not even the most shocking thing that has happened after the 6th and final season of A Different World was released in 1993. Rumors have been going round for ages about how some cast members developed a romantic relationship behind the cameras. We see you, Kadeem Hardison, and Cree Summer. Sadly, tensions were running high between the cast members. Kadeem Hardison would later talk about how he had to pretend to like Jasmine Guy, who was supposed to be his on-screen romantic interest, when he actually had eyes for Cree Summer.
Jasmine and Kadeem's characters were coupled up. So were Cree and Daryl's characters. But in real life, things were a little different. Cree and Kadeem, you two were a real-life item back then.
Things got salty really quick after Jasmine Guy started developing feelings for Kadeem Hardison. It's no wonder why there were a lot of awkward scenes in the last few seasons of the series. And let's talk about the lesser-known scandals that were never really discussed.
Any jealousy issues?
Well, we're professional actors. Yeah. Not only are we professional actors, but Jasmine and I, soul sisters, we fell madly in love the minute we met. So we used to, enjoy some sweetgrass and laugh about it. It's not true. I mean,
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
While the show shed light on a lot of social issues like racism, sexism, and AIDS, the script writers would later explain that they had to face a lot of backlash from the network executives who claimed that they were making the show too political.
No, we're dealing with serious issues out here between education, poverty, joblessness, pregnancy, drugs, gangs. We have a lot of issues. And this is a historically black college, and we want to put ourselves on a level with other colleges. Like Howard University is the Harvard. It's always been the Harvard.
But if we're being honest, we just can't appreciate Debbie Allen enough for her role in making the series half as impactful as it is today. She had to step in like a mother hen to protect the show's vision. Sadly, we've lost many key members of the original cast. Lou Myers, who acted as the wise and quirky Gaines.
Giving feast. How many of your boys are staying for the holidays?
I guess between 3 and 5.
No, I didn't ask you to guess. I need a number.
Was one of the first to pass away in 2013 at the age of 76. His death was a big blow for fans who remembered his funny timing and warm personality on the show.
Walk into the pit, take an aspirin for my head, got the flu.
But y'all remember this saying, black don't crack, right? Well, it certainly holds true in Lou Myers' case. The actor died with the exuberance of a youth Despite living well into his 70s, another big loss was Glenn Turman's wife, Aretha Franklin,
So much of my life still not completed.
who passed away in 2018. Overall, I'd just like to say that the show has been a very impactful one. I mean, who am I kidding? It's literally one of the most beautifully written sitcoms till date. While A Different World didn't make most of its cast members incredibly wealthy, several actors have built impressive careers. Lisa Bonet, despite her early departure, has a net worth estimated at $10 million, primarily due to her acting roles and partnerships. Jasmine Guy's net worth is around $4 million, while Kadeem Hardison's is estimated at $2 million. Cree Summer's successful voice acting career has brought her net worth to approximately $4 million. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Who was your favorite character on the set of A Different World? And what's your favorite line from them? Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe to get instant updates on more engaging content like this. Have a good one. We can't wait to see you in the next video.